Okay, it's a little smoky outside today. But I'm down at the river doing acupuncture on my feet, barefoot in the river. And as I walk out deeper, I'll be focusing on balance and strength to hold up against the current. No vitamin D today because we're clouded over with smoke from fires. Not the best air quality, but still better to get outside and connect with the earth than the staleness of the inside of the house. Okay, here's the routine. All right. wanted to share. In my younger years, I could do all these exercises without the water. But now that my mobility is not close to that, I'm just amazed at the water and how quickly it gets you in shape compared to exercising on the land. Because you can get into different positions for yoga that are next to impossible on land, because you're lighter and it holds you up. Another little thing I want to share is another thing I learned about working out in the water is, and I learned this when going through chemotherapy. So after I had it was called CHOP, my chemotherapy, this is 8 years ago. I'm all good. No more cancer, they saved my life. Thank you. After I'd go and get the chemo injected into my arm, the poison they had to put in me to save my life, I'd go directly to the pool after and I'd work it out. And the lifeguard told me, she said, okay, so say above water I'm moving my arm like this, it's still exercise. But the resistance underwater, the pressure, the hydro pressure against your skin pulls toxins out of your skin. And so that was one of the things I did to pull out all the, what's it called, byproducts. So you need the stuff to kill the cancer, but now you can try to get it out of the system. And so yeah, just even going like this or moving your legs against the water strengthens them, but the pressure against the water pulls toxins out of your skin. And then one thing I want to share of for struggling with my health, energy, focus, memory, just how I feel physically, again, water is the one thing that is just superior from my experience than any other kind of exercise. And when I was busy in the office and very unmobile in the last 2 weeks, I couldn't believe how quickly I went downhill physically. So even being back here, it's like everything is stiff and tight. And I've been back for 3 days now, and you know, it goes quickly, but it also comes back quickly, I noticed. I'm still far off from where I was a couple weeks ago, but just even 3 days here, when you go to bed at night from walking barefoot in the water on the rocks, your feet just hum. And not like when you get really hot feet and you just gotta stick your feet out of the blanket and they feel so terrible. Not that kind of feeling, but they just tingle in a really nice way after walking on the rocks. And now even just being here for 3 days, I can feel the inflammation in my face coming down, in my body. I'm not to where I was. I had gotten into pretty good shape. And then within just 2 weeks of being away from it, yeah, I was thinking, yeah, I can just, you always think, you don't realize how far you lost, like your muscle tone, your strength, your breathing, your focus. You don't know how much you lost until you try to come back and do it, and you're like, oh, Why is that so much harder? But this is a happy place. And people here, there's somebody, a couple people, well, they're gone. But yeah, there's a gentleman just to the right here, fly fishing, and people over there fishing off the dock with children. And so it's just healing down here in so many ways. But I'm gonna head back out. I hope you enjoy seeing the boats going by and the beautiful big trucks on the pulp mill road there. In behind. And just even being in the water, energy is transferable. And so like when you come into the water, it cleans away all the negative. And from my perspective, yeah, there's a road across there, you probably noticed, but there's also a road on this side. We're pretty much in the middle of town. What was I saying now? Yeah, maybe I will go out and do some exercises. But, oh, there's some people watching. I from far away, I couldn't see if anybody had said hi or anything like that because of my glasses. So, hi. I don't know if I was in the camera frame when I was out there, but it's a little bit deeper where I do my, like even rolling your hips. And after being out of the exercise for 2 weeks, just coming out here trying to do what I did 2 weeks ago, I pulled a muscle right here, right in here. And so I'm just slowly moving it, trying to work it out. So, and even doing push-ups in the water. So it holds your weight, so you can do the resistance on your arms. And then studying ways to heal, I focus a lot on inflammation, what seems to control inflammation the most. And barefoot on the land in moving water, like a river or a stream. It's just, see, as a younger person, I might not have recognized that because everything, like your body moves easier. I don't have the health challenges I have. But now, when everything is a measurement and you gotta be consistent with it, yeah, water for me is the go-to. I'm just amazed at how much better it makes you feel. And so even making this movement right now, I couldn't believe, after just not working out for 2 weeks, how hard even that movement was. But the water makes it easier. And then I do this rolling thing where I roll. I just can't do this on land. You roll. And I've been doing this all summer in the water. You can roll along the bottom. And then when you get out deeper, you can sort of swish back and forth like a wash machine. So nature does heal. Okay. I see 10 people. Hi. And thank you for your likes. All right, I'll go back out to the deeper end. Just see how it really, my back hurts where I pull the muscle, but if you just sit around, it takes, but if you work it out really slowly, you can actually heal it quicker because you're building up the muscles around it. If you just sit around, then your muscles don't get strong. When I'm out farther here, I got deeper water, so you can do better exercises. Okay, what I'm demonstrating now is, so I walked back with bare feet. That's the acupuncture. That when I do this, when I lay in bed at night to go to sleep, my feet just tingle with root chakra being activated. I just gotta sit. I'm gonna show you something I found. I found a heart-shaped rock. Okay. And then I'm gonna show you my I just want to show you my and even when I go to bed at night after walking on the rock, it almost feels like your feet are bruised a bit. That's how much of a workout they get. This one's got a bit of dirt on it. So, visibility isn't overly. Ooh, got a shiver me timbers. With all the smoke right now, visibility, even the water, it's all overcast because of the smoke. So, looking in the water, it's a little bit more challenging to find some treasures. But as hard as it was, I was like, oh, I found a heart-shaped rock. There, I wonder. Okay, and now in the water. Okay. I'll go forward. Okay, I feel that pull right in this part of my legs. You just can't get this kind of exercise on land. And also, in nature, there's a certain bacteria that when you are, you start to get a bit cold. In nature, that certain bacteria, it's a good bacteria. Whew. It strengthens your immune system. Well, I guess I can call that good. And that's how I do it. Just do real slow, come and do exercise, keep moving, work out in the water. And as fast as you lose it, well, if you stay steady with it, it comes back not quite as fast, but you'd be surprised how quickly you feel better. Pardon me. I'm starting to get a bit chilly. Maybe I'll pack up and head home. Call that good for today. Thank you for joining in. And there's my heart-shaped rock that I found out there. All right. Well, I'll call that good for today. Thank you for joining in while I teach on some of the ways that I heal my body, mind, and soul. Okay, I'm going to close. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.